In each of our lives, there are moments when it seems like everything is going wrong. Important projects fail, relationships fall apart, and life's circumstances become unbearable. In these moments, we often feel helpless and lose our motivation. We start to doubt ourselves, our abilities, and our potential. However, Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches us to maintain inner peace and find strength even in the darkest times of our lives. This video will help you discover inner motivation when everything seems to be falling apart. We will explore how to stay calm, make difficult decisions, and find a source of strength within yourself. We'll delve into the philosophy of Stoicism to find answers to the question of how to keep going when the world around us seems chaotic and unjust. Accepting reality. When everything goes wrong, the first step to restoring inner motivation is accepting reality as it is. The Stoics taught us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny. For what could more aptly fit your needs, this means we should not struggle against circumstances beyond our control." Understanding this principle helps reduce stress and frees the mind to seek solutions, instead of wasting energy fighting against a reality that has already occurred. We can direct it toward adapting and finding new paths. This doesn't mean passivity or giving up on actions. On the contrary, accepting reality allows us to see the situation as it is and act according to new conditions. This approach helps to find inner peace, which is the foundation for the motivation to keep moving forward. Inner dialogue and self-discipline. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of inner dialogue. What we tell ourselves greatly influences how we perceive the world and our capabilities. Often, when situations spiral out of control, our mind begins to play cruel tricks on us, making us doubt ourselves and our potential. To regain motivation, it's crucial to control this inner dialogue. Self-discipline is a key tool in this process. We must learn to tell ourselves the right things that will support our motivation rather than destroy it. For example, instead of repeatedly saying, "I can't do it," we should remind ourselves, "I'm doing everything I can." It's important to treat yourself with kindness and understanding while also being demanding. Self-discipline doesn't mean being harsh, it means consistently maintaining focus on what we can control and rejecting self-destructive thoughts. Focus on the process, not the outcome. One of the core concepts of Stoicism is focusing on the process, not the final outcome. When we face difficulties, our mind often fixates on what we haven't yet achieved or what we've lost. This can lead to demotivation and disappointment. However, if we learn to value the process itself, even when it's tough, we can maintain motivation regardless of circumstances. Instead of worrying about future results, we should focus on what we can do right now. This approach allows us to stay active and motivated, even when the end goal seems out of reach. For example, if you're working out and not seeing immediate results, it's important to appreciate the very act of training, to feel how your body grows stronger with each step. This approach reduces stress and supports long-term motivation. The art of letting go. One of the important skills that Stoicism teaches is the art of letting go. Often we hold on to things, people, or situations that no longer serve our well-being, simply because we fear losing control or admitting defeat. However, true strength lies in the ability to let go of what no longer matters and focus on what is truly important now. This doesn't mean we should give up when facing difficulties. On the contrary, it means we should be ready to move on, even if it requires leaving something behind. For example, if a project you've been working on hasn't brought the expected results, instead of endlessly struggling, it might be worth considering a new direction. By letting go of the old, we open ourselves to new opportunities and free up inner energy to move forward. Moral resilience and support from others. Last but not least, an essential aspect of finding inner motivation is moral resilience and support from others. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of our environment in shaping our inner state. We should surround ourselves with people who support our values and motivate us to become better. It's also important to develop our own moral resilience, the ability to stay true to our principles, even in the most challenging times. Moral resilience helps us not only to maintain motivation, but also to support others. When we are morally strong, we can be an example for those who need support. This creates a mutual exchange of energy that helps keep us afloat even in the hardest times. The Stoics taught that we shouldn't isolate ourselves from the world. Instead, we should be part of a community that supports and motivates one another. In moments when everything seems to be going wrong, it's important to remember that our greatest strength lies within. Stoicism teaches us not only to survive but to grow through difficulties. By accepting reality, controlling our inner dialogue, focusing on the process, letting go of what's unnecessary, and maintaining moral resilience, we can find inner motivation even in the darkest times. May these principles help you maintain calm and find the strength to keep moving forward. Remember, even in the most challenging circumstances, you can find within yourself a source of motivation that will sustain you on your journey toward your goals.